Hello, I'm Chris Holland, and this is shit you could have Googled in 30 seconds. The hard-hitting topic for this episode, can farts be lethal? We all fart. Halsey, Heine hiccups. Idris Elba, a sphincter siren. The Pope, Deus Fartius. Betty White, thank you for being a wind. Benedict Cumberbatch, Ben a flatulence, brap. We deny them, the orphan children of bad decisions at the late-night drive-thru, confident that we can outlive their shame. But is there any chance we wouldn't? Farts are, for the most part, innocuous gases such as nitrogen, oxygen, and carbon dioxide. There are also the combustibles, hydrogen and methane, but it is that last 1% that gives it that air tulip aroma. That last percent has hydrogen sulfide and methyl mercaptans, containing sulfur and regret, and making everyone remember you as the kid that farted during the third grade report on Hans Christian Andersen. If only that little match girl had half the fuel I unfortunately did. Nitrogen and methane are asphyxiants, which can suffocate a person to death. Since the ratio of asphyxiants to oxygen is very high, then breathing nothing but pure back-end blowout from a tank or a bag would quickly kill you. But chances are you're in an open-air situation, such as a closed bedroom, or a 1982 Datsun hatchback during a long hot trip with the windows rolled up and a merciless mother that cackles at her post-egg salad sandwich decimation. Thanks, Mom. At only 110 milliliters per rump ripper, there simply isn't enough volume per power puff to saturate the air to the point of asphyxiation, though Mom tried. No matter what, it would require assistance. In comes vacuum-sealed space toilets attached to a breathing mask and a diet of short-chain carbohydrates such as onions and cheese. It takes 7 minutes for asphyxia to kill, but with the tiny volume of gas that is produced per trouser trumpet, we need over 600 over those 7 minutes. That's 600 space toilets and volunteers, all piped to one face mask, coordinating gastric gurglers like synchronized swimmers to singular, horrific purpose. So, obviously it will be difficult to die of asphyxia, but can the grim squeaker take you to your final destination in other ways? Only 1 in 10 has reported lighting their own fecal fumes afire, but have any been killed in the process? Typical asplosions are yellow or orange due to the presence of hydrogen, but rare ones with high methane will flame blue. And once in a blue moon, you'll hear a story such as this one told to us by Reddit user Freight60. Like many Sundays, I had abhorrent rhino farts from drinking the night before. I told her the next time I had to let one rip, she could hold the lighter to my fart box. No more than 5 minutes later, I had one in the chamber, ready to let loose. I did my best to hold it in while my girlfriend sprung up from the couch to find the lighter. With both of us giggling, I assumed the position, sitting down with my arms holding under my legs, pulling them back. She lit the flame about 6 inches from my butt, and I let a long, loud, slightly wet fart ring out. I heard the swoosh as the gas hit the flame and went up in a blue and orange fireball. I caught a glimpse of it and my girlfriend's look of amazement. Honestly, I had no idea the flame would be so impressive. Here's where it starts going wrong. The fart lasted for about 2 seconds, and when it stopped, my sphincter retracted and sucked the gas and flame back towards my asshole. Since I was wearing gym shorts, some of the fire came back through the small holes and did burn the shit out of my asshole. I actually felt the fireball get pulled into my ass and then poof out once the stream of gas got cut off. This, as you might imagine, was quite painful. Additionally, it added a wonderful burned asshole hair smell to the already terrible stench of fire farts. At this point, I'm clutching my asshole and waddling towards the bathroom to grab a baby wipe and survey the damage while my girlfriend is rolling on the floor laughing. When she caught her breath, she came into the bathroom and asked how I was. I put my dignity aside, bent over, and spread my cheeks so she could take a look. Luckily, there wasn't any real damage. A little red with some burned hairs. Worth it. But it has also led to more dire injuries, as when a 12-year-old boy in Tipton lit his booty bomb in close proximity to a gas can, resulting in a detonation, burns, and hospitalization. There was a famous story of a Florida man setting off an explosion in his meth lab by igniting his flatulence. A story proven false, but being Florida, we know there must be a nugget of truth. In fact, of the 10% that admit to detonating their duck call, 25% of those admit to some degree of burn. In America, that would be approximately 9 million people, or 18 million cheeks. Yet, we still haven't uncovered a single death. We need to find something truly insane in the methane, something legendary. Legends state that Abu Hassan farted so loudly at his wedding that it was coined as a date on the local calendar, and he spent the remainder of his life in shameful exile. A Turkish envoy to the Kurds let his foul winds fly during a great banquet. When told that such a fart was scandalous, he replied, "How was I to know that the Kurds would understand when I farted in Turkish?" In Germany, a carpenter made one last request of the devil who had come to claim his bartered soul. He then let out a thunderous butt bazooka and asked the devil to bring it back to him. The devil chased it in a whirlwind, but failed, and to this day, whirlwinds are also known as Timmerman's farts. But the best legends are the true ones. In 570 BC, Pharaoh Apri sent his messenger to face a rebelling populace and a defecting general. General Amasis farted at the messenger in response. Having no sense of humor in it, the pharaoh picked a battle that cost him his kingdom and his life. The Earl of Oxford let an accidental ass flapper while bowing before Queen Elizabeth I, living in hiding for 7 years afterwards. Upon his return, the Queen wryly greeted him with, "My lord, I had forgot the fart." In 44 AD, just after the death of King Herod, one bung blast killed 10,000 people. As the Jews partook in a Passover feast, a Roman soldier about-faced leaned over, hiked his garment, and let rip in mockery. That spark caused a riot, with Roman reinforcements called in, and 10,000 perished in the melee. It seems the closest we will get to death directly from rectal turbulence will be from a non-human source. Cows, to be specific. Cows have actually died from explosions of methane trapped in close quarters, and they produce 30% of all global methane emissions. Methane is a very potent greenhouse gas, trapping more than 84 times as much heat as carbon dioxide. It may be a slow way to go, but if we don't find alternative food sources or decrease our carbon footprint, then global warming will get us in the end. Silent but deadly indeed. And death is no escape from the cycle either. For up to 3 hours, as the muscles contract before rigor mortis, you'll let your final tushy tickler, one last act of revenge for those egg salad sandwiches on long car rides. Thanks, Mom. I want to thank everyone for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe if you aren't already a subscriber. You'll find the resources and links for this video in the description.